picture of Kramer. Isn't he from Seinfeld?
All right. I think we're live, guys. Finally. Yep.
We
It's
didn't have a
happening.
countdown.
What
Where's
is
our countdown, Ben?
No countdown needed today.
Oh, sad.
What's going on this side? I don't hear it.
So as I was rudely interrupted, like, are we also assuming that like, as a werewolf, could you just be like in a basement and not see the moon and not become a wolf? Is that also the assumption?
Yeah, like some werewolves need to see the moon. Like they don't need to be.
Yeah.
Which is kind
Like-
of weird to me.
I feel like we should bring context to anyone coming in going, what? Talking
No,
about
yeah.
those artist vampires, you know? Those ones.
It's like a very late Halloween talk. Werewolves versus
Yeah.
What would
it's
you
the-
rather be?
vampires.
The great
Again,
debate.
I just thought it was like it's just like very imbalanced in the way that people like argue for one side.
Was there like a percentage of votes? Like,
I
Is there a
know, just
majority?
like the large majority just says like, oh yeah, vampires better. It's like
they're not
because
really
it's like,
thinking
oh,
it
you're
through.
A, you're handsome, you B, you're immortal, basically.
Being
C,
immortal would suck.
Yeah. I kind of think that's a silly thing if they think.
I think people are picking
Yeah.
like they're thinking like me, where it's like sexy vampires. But it's
yeah, I
like
think they're just thinking of like vampires like from Twilight, I guess, where they're
It's
just
like
kind of like beings.
yeah, like so what if you're sexy? You have to be sexy forever. And
Isn't
not go
also
in the
like
sun.
the vampire? Yeah, isn't also like the vampires in Twilight? They don't really burn in the sun, right? They actually just twinkle.
No, they explode, don't they?
Do they explode? In
Yeah.
Twilight?
They can't be in the sun.
But I thought like all the scenes were like basically in sun. Doesn't he go to school?
Cloudy day, probably.
Oh, he only goes on cloudy days.
Maybe. I don't know that much. If you're just going to reference Twilight, then I have no.
I don't
I don't
either.
know.
That's not a real vampire for starters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're looking at the wrong
People.
vampire for that debate.
But like we're still assuming that if you do become a vampire, you become somewhat disfigured, right? Or do you not? And you just get like cool elf ears or something. With like
I mean, he's traditionally could become a human as like a disguise, but he actually looks terrifying. Like
Yeah.
he's
do
actual.
you also have the ability to like morph into people? Like
No,
this kinds of people?
no, you can only become a wolf, a bat, and a human.
Yeah.
I watched that Voyage of the Demeter. Did you guys see that?
What is it?
The
Voyage
Voyage
of
of the Demeter. It was a
No.
movie that just came out a few months
Oh,
ago.
okay.
That's a Greek
No.
god, isn't it?
It is a Greek god, yes. So they based the entire movie off one chapter from Dracula. It's the
Ah.
chapter of like the boat that ferried. You know how Dracula gets ferried across the ocean in a boat, like an old
Mhm.
old-timey boat,
Mhm.
and it's like the story of what happened to the crew as they ferried him over.
Mhm.
It's like all of that is in one chapter in the book. But yeah, they based the whole movie off it. It's pretty cool. I mean, the movie was lame, but the actual chapter was cool.
Sweet. Well, it sounds like it would have been just a movie about people stuck on a boat with a vampire. So
Essentially, yes. And like each of them goes missing each night. The book is
Oh,
way
it's basically
scarier.
so it's like a psychological kind of horror where it's like I
It
don't know who
starts
it is.
like that. Yeah, it starts like that because they're all like, oh, it's bad energy. You know, they're all like superstitious.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts like that, and then eventually they see the vampire and they're like, kill it. And then at the end, it turns kind of lame. Kind of becomes a bit campy.
Man, that's a travesty. I should have watched the Thing during Halloween.
Oh, the Thing is so good.
I love the Thing.
Such a good movie. Have you seen both of them?
Yes.
Do you prefer the original?
Huh? The original, yeah.
Yeah, it's way scarier, which is
I
weird.
appreciate the old one better. I think the new
Yeah.
one's not that bad, but I think some of it was hit and some of it was miss.
Mm. I find
think
it
the idea
interesting
of
that. Yeah.
I like the revelation at the end where he's like, she notices that he doesn't have like his earrings anymore.
Is that in the
And-
new one?
Yeah, in the new one.
Yeah.
Like she was in like a tractor or whatever. And a point that they made was that the alien cannot replicate inorganic matter, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of
So
cool.
like when she sees that he doesn't have like metal earrings, it's like she gets out of the like the truck and then burns it or whatever. I think that was
She's
really
like,
cool.
well, yeah. They both had good elements. I think the original was way scarier though, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny because the graphics you'd like think that the newer one would be scarier. But those
Yeah.
old graphics are freaky.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so good.
Also think-
With the new one, they show like a thing encased in ice, right? Like at the beginning of the movie.
I thought when they I don't know if they actually showed it. I just remember they showed like the coffin that came in or whatever.
I thought there
And
was
it,
like
like,
something in
showed-
the ice and you could like kind of see it.
I don't think so. I think it's just like you see the spaceship or whatever.
Huh. I thought it was the
Yeah,
creature.
because I'm pretty sure you don't see the actual monster.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, I think it's mimicked like an alien. Like, it's mimicked something else.
Hmm.
So, like, it's not its real form, or you can't tell if it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. I'll have to Google it.
Is it one of those series that I kind of wish they would make more of, but at the same time I don't because they might ruin it.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't ruin it with the remake.
Who owns it? It's probably like who owns it?
I have no idea, actually.
Universal. How do
I don't know.
how do I figure out this is?
Param- Paramount? I'm trying to remember the opening.
Cinematography, Universal Pictures. Yeah.
Sorry if I'm really quiet. I'm just like super concentrating at the moment.
Well, here's a question for you. What's your favorite horror movie?
He hates horror.
Yeah, I'm not a big horror fan. But there is one movie that is horror that I've gone back to a few times, which is I like The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Is that based on a true story?
yeah, it's like loosely.
Mm.
So,
The
yeah,
actual story was so scary.
sounds pretty cool. And then every other horror I like is like Blade 1 and 2.
That sounds like a Ben answer.
Yeah.
Ben just loves night rave
Hey,
vampires.
I was gonna say Blade 2 is pretty scary though. Like it has some awesome Guillermo del Toro moments. Oh wait, do the Guillermo del Toro movies count as horror?
Which ones? He has some.
Like Pan's Labyrinth has a few moments that are pretty.
I think it
full on.
should count, right? I think if it's just
It's like fantastical, but it's still horror, right?
I was gonna say he has made a horror movie. Have you seen Don't Be Afraid of the Dark? That's a good movie.
Don't think
That's
so.
a horror movie. Oh,
Okay.
he did make a horror movie. Have you seen it, Kev?
don't be afraid of that. Let me go out.
It's about tooth fairies. It's
I'm
very
just like trying to think. It's like what
I've
constitutes as
seen
a horror
it.
movie?
And
Like, I feel
mean-
like
stories can have horror elements without being a horror movie.
I think if it had something to do with the occult or like uncertainty, maybe. Oh, but then that's like it's pretty vague as well. Oh, what was
But
that?
then that's a
monster?
theme, right? You can't just
Yeah.
say
Hmm.
yeah, I don't
Like, I'm
know.
trying-
since Kev doesn't have a camera on, it kind of it's like maybe he's the second Ben. Maybe you have a twin.
I was thinking about it's like if you guys really wanted one, I'll freaking make a stupid VTube thing, whatever.
Do it.
Just
A what?
Do it.
like a
YouTuber.
PNG tube. What's it called? Character.
Do
V2.
it, Kev.
I think
Yeah.
it's easy to just get a camera, Kev.
Yeah, I made a little lizard. There it
I
is.
feel like it suits.
I would
it suits-
rather. I would just make a little lizard character.
do it. I support this.
I'll do it. freaking get you sizes. Stop
Do it,
asking.
coward.
Do it. Yalla.
Do it.
Get on it. Get on it. Oh dear. So what is everyone working on today? What are you on, Bert?
I have a commission that I'm meant to be doing.
Oh, cool. It's a like a character thing.
It's for
or
a
what
friend.
is it?
Yeah, it's of their D&D character.
Oh, nice.
I just need to get the file. I have too many emails.
Just so popular. Good.
I think I've made these emails and I've confused myself. So not
Have you
really.
sent it off yet?
Huh?
Have you sent off the email that you working
Yes, I
on?
did. Yeah.
Nice.
So now I can start doing some art.
Very good.
Oh, that was my submission for the email. Ignore that.
Qual.
Hmm.
Don't put mine on there. There's nothing there. Give me a second.
So is it going to be in a similar style to those, or just a bust kind of thing?
Yeah, I have it. I just need to put it on this computer because I was working on Procreate.
Ah, okay.
Give me 1 second.
Do you work on Procreate at home as well?
Yes, except it kind of hurts my back and my
You
neck.
should just do this idea I was thinking about ages ago, or have the humor to do so. Just buy a masseuse chair and then just like lay face down while drawing down through the masseuse bed.
I've thought of that too.
Your arms go numb though.
Yeah, I feel like you would stop the blood flow somewhere.
Yeah,
Become uncomfortable pretty quickly though.
it's probably not any better. The
Just
solution.
get Berlin to like massage you every couple minutes.
Oh my god, if only.
I think that's key. Just hire a masseuse while you work. Just do that.
I guess if you were like that famous, you could do that.
Isn't that right?
That'd be
I reckon
nice.
IT can do like people in IT can just do that.
Fiverr, just
Yeah.
get someone to. Actually, that sounds like a bad idea. Letting someone turn up your house.
I don't know where it was. Someone was telling me, I forget who it was, but they were saying they went somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it was like some Asian country, might be Thailand or something.
Mhm.
But the place they got came with a masseuse,
Oh, that's
and
kind
so that came in with the masseuse and chefs and everything included. Like it was like a resort kind of home.
of.
And so, yeah, everyone was just getting massages all day long, which is pretty epic.
Wow. Poor massage person. I hope they're being paid well.
Oh, I don't. Maybe to them it's probably well, but you definitely wouldn't do it.
Well, yeah.
I would like to be on one of those like Greek beds and have a person feed me grapes.
Grapes.
Someone's got cravings.
I do love grapes.
If, I was like thinking like if you were a rich person, but like you have to be a rich person somewhere before 1800s.
Mm.
I'm just like thinking of what culture of a rich person would be like the best.
Like what country?
I don't know. I'm just like conjuring them like the idea of like a Greek person or whatever, like Julius Caesar. But then I can't really. I don't have the imagination to think of anything else other than it's like, oh, you're the queen and you eat peasants all day. Peasants.
For me, it's a bit hard because I'm like, as a woman, I feel like, there's less of a good answer for me, maybe.
But you're like an affluential woman. And
I guess Cleopatra. I feel like being in Egypt, being one of those high up pharaohs that were women, would have been pretty cool.
just sit in the shade, have two sexy men
Cats and cats.
waving away at you.
Yep. Have all those cats. Be fine.
And also being fed grapes.
I don't know. They get grapes from Greece. I don't know where grapes originate. It's probably like Italy, right? No, France. Where grapes originate? Oh, it says they're native to Asia.
What's
Egypt to
that?
But
Asia.
domesticated grapes come from Egypt. There you go.
Okay.
I'm in the grape hub. I think well.
I was gonna say, it's like, doesn't grapes can get cultivated anywhere, right?
Well, the first person to domesticate them is apparently Egypt. So there you go.
I'm surprised. It's like, I thought wine is just like a super old, like, figured out beverage.
Well, I guess the
So-
Egyptians are pretty old.
Actually, was there which came first, beer or wine?
Probably beer. Oh, I don't know. Let's ask Google again. Which?
I'm gonna say.
I'm going.
Let me guess beer.
I'm gonna guess beer as well. Yeah, it says beer because beer would be easier to make, right?
Yeah.
It was
just-
accidentally made,
you
yeah.
kind of ferment anything into beer in a way, can't you?
Wine is harder to make, I'd say, right?
Well, you need grapes, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And if
I
the
don't know, I just
Egyptians were the
figured-
first to,
Yeah. I just kind of figured it's like, oh, people always looked at grapes as like some kind of divine fruit. It's like, oh, I guess it would have been cultivated basically everywhere.
It's pretty much
It says-
candy before candy, right?
well, the reason everybody drank back in the past is because water wasn't safe, but alcohol was safe. So that's why it's like I guess everyone would have been perpetually drunk, right?
Yeah.
Damn, even the kids.
Don't forget your wine before
Kids drink,
school.
alcohol too. It says beer, wine, and then cider in that order, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I really want grapes.
But there had to have been a point where the water was okay to drink. It's not like we
I'm
were
sure
just
some of it was.
I guess it'd just be in those like cities where people are pooping in the
Sewage.
streets.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Or
sure you
just
take
the-
your chances with the beer rather than the water.
Yeah.
I like your tiefling.
Thank you.
Are you proud that I know what that is?
I am. Good job. Ken.
I finally get what a tiefling is.
Hey, he looks cool, dude.
How do I know it's a
a?
halfling?
It's a what? Halfling.
Yeah, how do I know if it's a halfling?
Halflings are hobbits.
Hmm.
They're hobbits?
Yes. That's what they're called in D&D language, like instead of hobbit.
The whole time I went through Baldur's Gate and I see anything with like a tail, horns, and yeah, tails and a horn, I'm just like, that's a tiefling, isn't it?
Do you know where tieflings come from? I'm such a nerd.
It's a D&D thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but do you know like the race, like what they are or like why they exist?
Are they like
Actually,
pixies or
someone could
something?
watch this and be like, "That's incorrect."
They kind of look like pixies.
Teach us, bro. Teach us.
I think. Now I'm like, oh, what if I'm wrong? So tieflings come from a bloodline where somebody's made a deal with a demon or has done something wrong to get cursed. So they're
Oh,
cursed
like-
to be a tiefling. So like because of your ancestors.
Oh,
Yeah. So they're
You know
normally
what?
seen as bad because people think, oh, your family's done something to get you.
that explains a lot. But in the game of
So,
Baldur's Gate, no one. I didn't think there was a lot.
Tieflings are like, I think they kind of belong to Wizards of the Coast or D&D in a way. Is there
They
something
do. I think
they
they come
can't
from
be
D&D.
used in other things? 'Cause
Well, it's the
they're
same with halfling, right? Like halfling is just a hobbit, but it's like the wording for D&D. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, can someone write a novel and use a tiefling or no?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
I kind of that's what I thought that they belong directly to.
But like,
word
you
you
can
probably
easily just make your own version, right? Like, I'm sure you can probably make your own version of like a Dragonborn.
Because like
Yeah,
you can
you
use the
probably
word hobbit, right? I'm pretty sure you could use the word hobbit.
Well, I think because that's in creative license, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it
like
a
public
certain
domain or whatever it is.
public domain. You just have to call it something different, essentially.
Yeah.
And then there's like an angel version too, which
Like
I
with
think.
wings?
Yeah, well, I think that. Actually, no. The Baldur's Gate angel lady, I think, is a celestial.
Yeah. She's like some kind of fae slash something.
Yeah, celestial. Okay, well, you can get angel people, like tieflings.
But like they're not the inverse of tieflings, are they? Like where
No,
your
they
ancestors.
were blessed by God at some point, like their bloodline.
Actually, isn't there like another thing that's kind of similar to tieflings, like a deva?
There's a lot of like weird races that they've just like kind of added,
Mm-hmm.
but like the original few, tiefling is one of the original ones, I think,
Mm-hmm.
as well as like all the Baldur's Gate ones.
Yeah.
Like Githyanki's a bit weird though. I'd never heard of those until Baldur's Gate.
Oh. They made it seem like such a huge deal. I was like, oh, it's box front and center.
Yeah, maybe that's why, because they're not really common. I don't know.
So I was like, look at the website. It's like with all the other races and stuff. It's like there was like a lot of races they could just pick from. But I guess that would have been like so much for them to work on or whatever.
Yeah, I think they picked like the most popular or like the main ones.
Tabaxis in Grom's.
Tabaxis aren't apparently in the original set. Like I think they were added in.
Hmm.
But
What
I
about
agree.
the rat folk and bird folk or wherever they are? Tengus.
The bird folk, yeah, I feel like that's probably just they couldn't be bothered to animate birds.
Isn't there like one entirely separate one that's like owl folk? Just one for owl.
There's one that's like bird people that you can make into an owl, I guess, if you want to.
Hmm.
And then there's another one that are bird people who can't fly and can't speak. They mimic words.
Right.
Got the name. I've got names. Yeah. Such nerd talk.
Oh, I always wonder what Ben would be, but then it's like I already know. It's like, oh, he'd probably just be normie and just pick a human.
Oh, he'd be the angel people.
Yeah, you could be like a sexy deva.
Sexy
Me?
angel lady. I can play
Yeah.
women. I'd love to hear Ben's female voice.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Aww. Ooh.
Maybe one day.
One day.
He just
along
talks
with-
like himself.
Yeah, that's my voice is girly enough as it is.
That's not why.
One day he'll make one, along with him doing League of Legends fan art.
That's
Yeah.
true. One day he'll do that.
One day.
Is it only finals coming up now?
What's that? Yeah, it's Sunday.
Sunday.
I
yeah, we
was
still-
watching that.
Interesting, whatever. Do you guys
Sorry?
want to do the Fortress?
Do what?
The Fortress.
Ah,
I've been asking you for weeks. It's sold out now.
Oh.
oh, you're talking about the league thing.
Yeah.
That's not really my thing.
Well, that's fine. We'll make our own venue at home.
I think I asked about 10
You
times.
did. God damn it.
And I just got silence every time. And now you're like, hey, we're going to go.
Hey, you know it's not my thing. I mean,
Yeah,
Lily maybe, but
I understood. I wasn't expecting you to, but I thought Kev might be interested.
I love that Kev waits till you can't anymore. And is
Well, it's just
"Oh,
like, oh, I'll go if it was going anyone else is going.
oh my god, that's so funny. Ben's gonna kill
Well.
you.
We're not going.
That's okay.
But yeah, I will probably be watching it at home. Though.
I've been hearing news about that.
Yeah, Linton was watching it, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, but the TV is extremely loud.
Yeah, Rubes actually let me watch it like in the lounge room, which is pretty impressive.
Ooh.
She was just like, "It's all right, you can watch it." I was like, "Whoa,
I just came home to it, and I was like, that's so loud.
it's pretty good."
To what do I owe the pleasure of watching? Look at the cleanse, look at the flash, look at the moves. Fake
Tell you
your
what,
way.
I thought it'd be so much easier to do this, but it's not.
What do you mean?
Oh dear.
Like,
Oh, you're
just
trying to like use the projector or
transfer
whatever?
your drawing onto a canvas with the projector.
It was always hard.
It's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm like, oh, I thought this would be easy. You just trace the line, right? But like, nope, not at all.
I
Everything
remember
always
this.
gets easier when you see someone do it.
I remember this in high school. And it's like, how am I supposed to trace this if I can't see?
You guys done it in high school?
I did it in high school.
That's cool.
I don't remember if I did it for art purposes.
I did. Well, it's just kind of more like, all like the kids are like doing, just bludgeoning or whatever, and the teacher's like, well, since no one else is using the projector, you can use it if you want. Okay.
That's cool.
Oh,
That's
nice.
fun.
Were you using it for art, or were you just
Yeah, I was.
Just using it for memes.
meme
Just draw
gaming
TikTok.
on the blackboard or whiteboard?
I was drawing the biggest Super S that you would have ever seen.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
You need a projector for that?
Yeah. Make it as big as possible.
How is someone not supposed to know how far up it goes?
Let's make sure that the proportions of that S were on point.
Exactly.
Imagine if someone like
Accuracy.
copyrighted like the Super S.
Didn't someone try and do that? I feel like someone tried to do that.
What's
Well,
that?
there was like an original creator.
Oh, what, claim copyright?
Like
There's a
claimed
history
that they
Oh god.
to eldritch beings of Ben's microphone.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I
Something
think you
scary.
cut coughed to the side, but I think it's still coughed into the mic.
A cough?
Is that what that eldritch noise was?
Oh,
I
no,
think
I think I put the iPad down on the mic. I think that's what I did.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought you just like specifically just crouched down to your like device and just coughed into it. I was like, wow, rude.
that's what he thinks of us.
No. This tricking, man.
What colors is that one again? Is it the purple, like the greys and purple? The green?
What's that?
The color palette of that one. Is that the one that's like greys and purple and then green?
Yeah. Oh, no, this one mainly gray. Yeah, the grays and purples and blues and stuff.
Oh, please.
Yeah. This one's a bit tricky.
Do you ever watch a time lapse and you're like, man, I wish art could be that fast?
I know, right?
I'm just thinking, to watch a time lapse of you doing it. I'm like, come on, Ben, hurry up.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how long this is actually going to take me.
Me too. I want to see it all.
But yeah, it's good. At least most of the planning's done, so now I can just every night work on it. So
That is
That's
good.
good.
that's going to be the plan until it's done.
Nice.
Hopefully, it can be done this year.
Oh my god. When do they need it by? Like,
They gave me a very loose deadline, which was thankful. But my plan is I kind of want to make sure it's done before end of the year.
that's
So-
amazing.
We're in November. I reckon it should be done. Should be done before Christmas.
Nice. We just chip away at it. You should be fine.
Yeah, that's I got it. You know what I actually realized? I didn't realize how big this thing was, and like trying to paint on it with this, it's not big enough. I gotta get some bigger brushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, is it weird, a weird whiplash that you're like, oh, I'm always working small.
Yeah, this is like
You can't just.
this is probably the biggest thing I'll ever work on. I don't think I'll ever work this big again. This is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a second one.
Oh well, thanks.
You're welcome for reminding you.
Yes, there is a second one.
it's like now you're no longer able to use a giant soft brush or whatever. It's like, I gotta get some.
I'm hoping I can do some cool stuff with just like, like the big brush strokes with the right color and just like hit it perfect.
Oh, like Singer Sargent.
Mm.
That's how he does it. He just did like.
Yeah, like I'll go like really detailed around like the eyes and hands and stuff, and then everything else will be look kind of loose and fun. So
Good idea.
Because I think one, it'll look better, and two, it'll make sure that I finish this thing.
You can do it.
I'm not pulling a Da Vinci here, where everything is finely detailed. But yes, it's cool. I'm definitely more enthused to work on it because I'm holding a pencil.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm jealous. I wish I could do traditional. I don't remember how to use a pencil.
You don't know how to use a pencil?
Nah, I've forgotten.
That's
Go on.
You're using one right now.
This isn't a pencil.
Just sitting there and like, what do I do with this block of rubber? What do I do with this?
There's a palette breakdown.
What is this for?
Oh,
What is this for?
There's a funny like meme, like a video I saw of like a digital artist going to traditional, and he was just like having a panic attack. I sent it to you. It's funny.
That's kind of where I'm at. So yeah.
Yeah, he's having like a breakdown. He's like trying to do the zoom thing on Procreate, and then he's like, "No, I do." He just like gets more and more chaotic.
Yep. Still do
No,
it.
you just put your face closer to the thing.
That's that's how stupid digital artists are. It's like, why can't I get it artwork bigger? It's like, just walk closer.
Yeah, I still do that, man. I think if I was doing it on this thing, it'd be like two hands. Like I need it to be bigger.
Thinking about AI now. If we've already gone over like, is this considered cheating or whatever? But what if I gave a picture to the AI and they told me, it's like, hey, what's wrong with this? And then they told me, it's like, yeah, the face is all wrong and the hand is all fucked up. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks AI. And then you fix it.
I feel like that's different. That's like a mentor thing. I feel like, do this.
Well, so you could probably just ask someone. They'd tell you that too.
Yeah, but the computer is more accurate.
How do I make this closer to Scarlett Johansson?
Program it to act like Da Vinci.
I think if you're...
Yeah, but also get it to talk in like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you need that. I definitely would like to see something in terms of kind of like improving, like not necessarily like your hands stuffed up or whatever, but like, like just being able to kind of test color palettes and stuff. I think that could be fun.
Yeah, use it as a tool, not as like a go-to. Do
Yeah.
it for me.
It's kind of like how like with photography, people kind of use the LUTs or whatever they're called, and like you can get like different kind of looks really quickly.
Yeah.
I guess kind of that really, which I guess you could just do that. Now that I think about it,
I guess the problem is people who make AI aren't artists generally, right?
What's that?
People who make AI stuff aren't generally artists, so they're not going to really care to do that.
No, but I'm sure there'd be like an audience of artists who would be like, hey, it'd be cool if you guys had this feature. And then
But then
someone
they'd be like, but we can
program.
just steal everyone's art.
Yeah.
Why do that?
He's like, why are you still trying? I was like, because I like drawing. Shut up.
I like art.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. You just can't compare it. I was like, I'm sorry. I think you can't feel as excited about something that you just prompted versus something that you made with your hands, even if it is digitally.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of just wonder if anyone was like, oh, I got say a picture made in my image, or like a I'm just thinking if it was made instantly or whatever, it wouldn't feel like it's for you. But
it just doesn't feel earned, right? Either.
It's missing that, there's a pretty picture that you look at and go, wow, that's a pretty picture. And then there's looking at a picture and then appreciating the work that was involved and the craftsmanship of it. It's like me printing out a poster versus having someone paint me a poster. I'm going to much prefer the painted poster over a print.
It's like going into the Louvre and just seeing how the hell did they do that kind of feeling.
Yeah, that's instead you miss so much, right?
You miss that, yeah.
I've seen a lot of art online, but then when you go into a gallery and look at it, you're like, oh, holy crap, I've never seen this. I really haven't.
The size of those canvases. Oh my god.
I don't know who it was.
Wait. Or even just the fact that they're designed to be viewed at certain light, and so when the light hits it at certain points, it looks 3D, and you're not going to get that off an image. Print?
No.
Was it during Semi-Permanent where there was a exhibition of a dude that made in stereotypical fashion a bunch of splotches or whatever with a mop with a bunch of black paint, but the way he did it was that he strung himself from the ceiling by the legs and just did some calligraphic art or something like that, but just in a method in which he did.
So those guys that fill up a paint bucket and then spin it on a thing. So
I don't know.
Isn't that what Pollock did?
What did Pollock do?
Who shows me these?
Isn't Pollock the guy that put his paint inside a ketchup bottle and then squirted it all over the canvas?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think he did that. Yeah, he did the thing you mentioned, putting it in a can and then.
Well, I have an idea. What if you put the paint, or you put a paintbrush on top of your Roomba, and then
this is not where I thought you were going.
Yeah.
That's genius, actually. Do it.
I was just thinking if the creativity comes from the medium in which you apply the paint, there's some fun in that actually. Now that I think about it, it's you're trying to make a Goldberg machine to make it artwork.
I'm sure someone's going to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a Roomba pushing a brush along on a board and just constantly making squiggles.
But then people will argue that that's AI art, right? People will be like, that's not made by a human, that's made by a robot.
That'd be so provocative, though.
That's interesting.
It's literally the same thing, really. It's the machine is making it.
AI art, but not in the same sense. I don't know. I feel that would be a pretty provocative. That could go into MoMA.
That would definitely be making people think, I guess.
Yeah. Why don't you just give Ez a entire paintbrush on her tail?
Oh my god, she'd freak out and just run around and put paint throughout the house.
It's you 30 minutes later you're looking at it, it's on the ceiling.
Oh god. It would not be worth it.
I made my house installation.
Wow. Was that a thing? A monkey painted something? I don't know. We make that up.
Maybe. Picasso, eat your heart out. Freaking, I'm the artist here.
Oh no. I'm thinking of was it a monkey that took a photo of itself and then the internet was like, the monkey
Oh,
owns the
yeah.
photo. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
It's like who owns it, right? It's like
Yeah.
the monkey or the person that had the camera. I think it just ended up being just public domain, I think.
I don't know. I thought
think.
they said I thought the monkey won.
No, I think the monkey won.
Is it?
Even though the monkey
Oh.
didn't care.
That's
So
amazing.
stupid.
I
It
reckon it
also
was
reminds
just
me of the
some jealous dude who was like, damn it, I will not let him win this, whatever it is, photography competition.
Oh, he like started it.
Yeah. Like some just like jealous photographer was like, no, my photo's better.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't even take that photo. That was the monkey. Quick to call.
I'm sure that's probably what actually happened.
Because who else would care? Honestly.
Yeah. That's true. Unless it was like some stupid judges who were like,
Like, it's just so ridiculous. If anything, I'd just be like, that's awesome that you got the camera back and well done. You deserve the credit.
I kind of want to look at the photo.
I mean,
again. I don't remember.
It's pretty cool. It's worth checking out.
So, something has to be said about like the way that the circumstance that you got the actual picture, right?
Oh, I
I feel
remember
like-
it now.
He probably went out there to take photos of the monkey, lost his camera along the way. Monkey took the photo. Then he
It is a
found
great
his camera.
photo.
It just
Like,
makes me think like it's just making me think it's like what if you just like got like 1,000 snap cameras, really cheap ones, and you just oops, I just dropped it in Amazon. Hopefully no monkeys will pick it up and use it.
Yeah, but that's genius. That's a great idea.
Apparently the monkeys won and now the guy is poor.
Sorry?
Because of all the legal fees.
The guy is poor. He literally has no money. Apparently he's saying it's screwed him over.
Oh no.
And they
Yeah,
did
it's
break
probably
his
the legal
camera.
fees.
That sucks.
It also kind of reminds me of the parrot that testified against the murderer. And
I
then
remember
he
that too.
and then he needed like what do you call it? Like protection from testifying.
The parrot did? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh,
How was the
people.
parrot able to testify?
It was mimicking like something that the guy said.
Oh. Wow.
Imagine being
That'd be a hard
you know,
defense, man.
hard to silence.
Yeah, like,
Birds and
oh
shit.
no, I bumped it. No.
I don't know when that is, but I'm pretty sure I learned it from Jackbox.
Oh, crud.
We're done.
What have you done?
I bumped it
think.
out of position.
No. Ben's using an AI. He's using the projector.
Ah. I really should have locked it.
Do you think there will ever be a point where people use AI as legal advice?
I hope
As
so.
what's that?
Do you think there will be a point where people use AI as legal advice?
Well, I think law firms actually doing it at the moment.
Yeah,
I
because
It's
isn't it
not,
like a
not like representing, but they're able to kind of put the details of a case through it and then run it through a model that has all the information of all the cases so that they can then give better,
yeah,
like
because
be
also
able to test the case in a way.
yeah. Well, I was like kind of thinking like, you know, you always get like if you can't afford your own lawyers, they give you like a crappy one, right? Something like that, someone to defend for you.
You can defend yourself, even though it's highly,
Yeah, You shouldn't.
But it's like an AI could speak for you in the future.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like an AI could be kind of smart,
Yeah,
like
I
pretty
don't
smart.
know.
It'd be pretty good at like reciting everything written down, like all the
Yeah, it's
what do they
like
call it? This section of whatever. Like he would know all the laws.
But at that point, wouldn't it just be an AI defense versus an AI prosecutor?
Yes.
And they'd be able to resolve it in like 10 seconds because they just
Yes.
debate in the computer.
And then you just watch them fight, and then you turn it into battle bots. You know, like that show where you build
Oh, they
robots
actually
and
have
they
to be
fight.
physical?
Yes,
yeah, I didn't think you'd watch that, Amber.
That's more interesting.
it's great. What do you mean? Except I hate that the one that always wins is just the one that flips
It's a
everything.
small little wedge orb.
Yeah, it just like flips the other ones. It's like
Yeah,
that's
yeah. It's like that's
stupid.
cheating. You should not be able to do that. I always like the ones that have like one swinging axe going around.
The ones that are like decked out and are just beaten by that one that flips. So
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, yeah. It's all decked out and stuff, but they also have like I feel like they're just jobbers or whatever, or like bots that are designed to lose. It's like, oh, what's your bot? It's like I'm a
Yeah.
square. I am I'm literally a box. And then I watch it get like, knocked across the room by the axe loading
It
robot.
always feels bad when like one just dies straight
It's
away.
really-
You're like, oh, so bad.
They should bring it back. Why isn't it back? This should be like the
Because-
pinnacle of like
The one
This
that
should be the
flips, I'm telling you, just like ruined everything.
it should be the pinnacle, like with AI and stuff.
Oh,
Targets
make them
moving
think for
at
themselves.
Pretty sure
Even better.
pretty sure there's a scene. Do you guys have watched Animatrix?
speed. Oh,
Like,
is it?
pretty sure there was a bit where the robots were forced to battle, and yeah, I'm pretty sure our future AI robots won't be too impressed by this robot show. Like they used to make us kill each other.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but you were really good at doing it though.
We used to love you, man. Oh dear. This is
It's giving
interesting.
us ASMR.
Mhm.
What?
Also,
I
what
could
do you
hear
want?
like scratching the canvas.
Also, when do we want to finish up at 10?
I was thinking, yeah,
Yeah, I don't really mind. I'm gonna be on this for a while, so
I see.
I'm kind of in pain sitting at this chair. This chair sucks. Hmm.
I'm liking her face. I'm not liking his face. It's funny when you're working this big, even though you're tracing, like your line being like a mil or two out makes such a difference.
Yeah, you definitely need to find a way to stop it from moving.
Well,
Also, you kind of. Sorry.
I'm kind of like redrawing it in a way, like I'm blocking in things and then looking at it with like my actual eyes and then actually drawing it. That makes
I mean,
sense.
it's only a guide anyway, really, in the end.
Yeah, it's just a guy. It's just so that the composition sits in the right place, really.
Have you been watching like the magic artists on YouTube?
No, I've just been watching a lot of that. I was watching that DeSantis artist's Patreon again.
Mhm.
It's got a really good like just oil painting for beginners, like 3-hour tutorial, which is just it's totally worth the Patreon just for that.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much just used everything I learned in that 3 hours to start, and yeah, answered everything I needed.
There was who was the guy that you posted the tutorial of at work that time? It was like a really long tutorial. Can't be any more specific, sorry. Yeah, in your transfer folder. You had like a really long tutorial. It was really good. I just can't remember.
Oh,
what the
the
artist is.
Cesar Santos one.
think it was him. It was someone else. There was Caesar Santos, but there was a different one. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was really good. I should locate it.
I think this one just kind of helped because it just broke it down for kind of like what I need to do, I suppose. It's like, okay, what color palette, like what colors do, like for instance, even just like how some colors, depending on how they mix and stuff, they do like have different transparencies. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That's cool.
Like I wrote a little notebook of a whole bunch of like points that I need to kind of read again and go over before I start this one.
What's that beeping noise? Something's on fire.
I was like checking as if it was me. It's like, no, I'm muted. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's one of you guys.
I don't know. I think it might have been Ben, but I can't be sure.
No, it's me. I think it's my
It's
phone
Ben's up.
refused to go mute.
Ben causing havoc. How dare you? No yawning.
All right, is that better?
Yeah.
All right, I got rid of it. Awesome.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Got rid of it. Sweet. So are you guys going into the office then now or not? Are you still going or no? No?
No, it's not set up at the moment.
Oh, okay. So you are just at home, working from home?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
because boss is overseas.
Yeah, fair enough. So when are we doing magic? I know this is a string, but I would like to ask the question.
When were we playing Magic?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get to play Commander, and Lyndon really wanted to play Commander.
Well,
We did the draft last time.
Wait, we did play Commander, didn't we?
No, we just did the draft, remember? The goose. We didn't have time for a Commander game afterward.
Did we not? I thought we definitely played a game. And then what ended up happening is Lyndon won.
No, he won the draft. Even though Dave had his goose. Because he was like, damn it, you told me we're playing Commander and we had played draft because he hates draft. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
I was like, I lied.
We just came there for the joy of playing cards.
He's gonna come with like some hectic OP deck. And
Well, I told him that. I was like, no, you can't use your stupid professional decks.
I think if we do Commander, it needs to be with like those stock decks that you get.
Yeah, I've got a stock deck. Like I brought him one.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, I think if we do that, then it's fine. Because otherwise, it's just going to be like, look, wait 2 turns, die. Okay, let's try again.
Yeah, he's killed me 2 turns in multiple times. I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
But also, I get that he wants to play his deck. Like, I'm like, I understand. But also, we'll die.
At least it's not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh is literally like one turn kills the game.
Which game is that?
So stupid.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, really?
The game is flawed if it's 1 turn kill. Like that
yeah, a lot of the games, at least when I watch my friend play it online, a lot of the games just decided in like 2 turns usually.
Oh, jeez. Sounds like
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I mean, some Magic games are like that too.
I'd say like a great deal of them was like literally the first 3 turns. Like 60% of the games that I looked at and play.
That kind of feels not satisfying, right? Like you want to play a deck that you've
Well,
made.
it's kind of inherent, right, with the decks, the way cards are played, because the way that Magic is limited by how many cards you can play is like by mana.
Mm.
Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have that rule. If you have the card, you can just play the card. I mean, there's like special summon. Like,
There's no like mana pool or something.
Yeah, there's no mana pool. Nothing's limiting you from playing however many cards. If you had 6 monster cards, you can play all 6 monster cards. But
Wow.
I thought there was a reason you wouldn't want to do that though.
yeah, because
remember.
most likely, if they didn't have a requirement, then the monsters are probably pretty bad.
Mm.
But as far as I know, it's like, you can construct it deck in a way that like it fuels itself. I guess it floods the board so that you can get more resources to summon more things, or do essentially like counterspell your opponent's things.
Mm. Sounds like a nightmare.
It does. I mean, I kind of look at it as like, I feel like, isn't Pokemon TCG kind of like that too?
No, because
It probably
Pokemon, like, you've still got to draw into it, and you still got to put energy out.
Yeah, but that's like the meta, right? You put like 80 cards that literally look for your deck for other cards.
If your deck is good enough, it doesn't matter,
Yeah, but there's a limit on those as well. Like you can't put, isn't there? Like I don't think you can put like 50 cards. Look for hectic win game card.
I don't know. I have to play sometimes with Mark, who does like Magic all the time, like, and Lyndon, and it's just like, oh my god, their turns take like 40 minutes, and they're just like search for everything. They get everything on the board, and I'm like, well, my vampires are going to bite you. And then it's like, yay!
So you're gonna play all these cards, and I'm gonna
That's not
Civil Rage.
No, it's not. He had a mill deck that milled 50 at once, and I was like, what? Like,
50?
how? Yeah. I can't remember what he did, but it like made you mill 50 at a time.
Yeah, this is why there's other formats. Otherwise, the game would be broken.
Yeah.
It's cool when they do get to work, but yeah, like you really are just playing solitaire at that point.
Pretty much.
Also, freaking gates are so expensive.
Oh my god, you know gates.
Why can't they just print like 1 million gates so that it isn't like $40 just for one?
Gates aren't standard anymore. The gates aren't standard anymore, are they? Gates aren't standard anymore, are they?
They do release some gates, right? Or like some specific land that lets you use any mana or whatever.
I don't think gates though. Because the gates have 2 colors, right?
Yeah, 2 colors, yeah.
Yeah, isn't there like ones that just like, oh, you can pick any color of your choosing? It's like they might as well be gates.
But you can only add like one of them to your deck.
There's no limit unless it's yeah, there's no. I can't remember. There's no limit, right? I thought it was only if it was legendary. You can't have multiple.
No, it's the. Oh wait, are you talking standard or commander?
Oh, I don't know about commander.
In commander, the rule is you can't have a card that has the same name twice.
Oh yeah.
So
in standard. Standard, you usually have like 4 of one card, right?
Yeah, you can have 4 of one card. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you got a smaller pool of cards to pick from.
I forgot about that with commander.
Oh well, look, I'm down whenever you guys are.
Ben is down.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Like Sunday'd be good because you'd have League there, and then you could just be watching League and playing Commander or playing Magic.
You have stuffed up your plans.
Yes, you did.
Kid.
To be honest, I will say the one experience that where we went there and I had to pay for the board games is like, man, that really soured my like opinion of them.
Yeah. Yeah, their stuff is quite pricey as well.
Yeah, the food's pricey.
Wait, we probably shouldn't be talking about this
hey,
because Ben's
Joe's
literally doing.
Joe's joined the chat.
What?
Oh.
Joe's
Oh.
joined the chat. I just saw her now.
Oh,
Oi.
Joe.
Hey, Joe. We are working
Oh,
away, buddy. Sorry, like, good thing my watch has notifications because he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, no one's responding in chat."
Oh, we're terrible, aren't we? I'm sorry,
So
Joe.
we-
We're so bad.
Sorry, buddy.
I blame
Apparently, I
that,
can't
Ben.
respond to you. unless I
All the
log in.
best stuff right now. This is where like things are really heating up. Hey,
There we go. Now I can talk.
well, he can hear us.
Oh no, Joe.
Oh, Joe, don't do that. It's
I'm
not
so
that at
sorry.
all.
No. We're so mean.
It's
this
way
is
too
just-
close to home.
I don't know if you're aware, but during our school formal, I was supposed to pick up Joe or something after the formal, or he was supposed to come with us, and I'd forgotten about him or something. Or I forget what happened. It meant that Joe was all alone after the formal, which was yes.
Aw.
I apologize profusely, Joseph.
Oh.
He's got a vendetta against you.
He's like, one day I'll get him. Get that Ben bastard. Sure, you forgot about that, Joe.
Aw.
It's all right. I wouldn't forget. Never forget. Oh dear. Too funny.
Oh yeah. I get distracted and feel like I forget that I'm meant to be doing art. I'm just like staring off into space.
What are you doing? I'm like you're showing off.
Sorry.
You're presenting right now. Okay.
I'm so
Everyone's
sorry,
admiring
everyone.
your work. How
Ah.
dare you
Don't say that.
show us all the goods?
Mm,
I would assume that you're just doing something, but maybe you're just using a really small brush that I can't see.
I am using a really small brush. You can see it. It's like
I'm still yet to. Have I seen your lightsaber yet, Joe?
what?
And I don't
What's
mean
that?
that.
Is that lingo? Is that lingo?
No, no. I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
What is
Have I seen
happening
your
here?
lightsaber? Joe, when will you show me your lightsaber?
Oh my.
I don't think you've shown me it, dude. By the way, I love that I look like a little like an angel with this ring light behind me.
You kind of do. Holy Ben.
You look like one of the people on 60 Minutes that want to remain anonymous, and they're
Oh my god. Yeah.
The muffled
You
voice.
see the shadow over him?
yeah, it's like all you see is their shadow or whatever.
That's true. She is the only Jedi Master. Good call. Good call, Joe. It's another quiet one here.
Yeah, we were really talkative, and now I'm just like,
Starting to get
I feel like I'm
tired.
melting. I'm melting in this room.
Is
This
your
weather.
It's been
is your
hot.
tiefling person? Is that a bard? That's a bard. That's 100% bard
Actually-
material.
I can show you. I have the actual a reference of the character. He doesn't really look like that yet. I have to make
Oh,
him
they
look
have
more
goat
like that.
hooves. I didn't notice.
Yes, what?
They have goat hooves.
Yeah, they have like fawn feet.
Wait,
You can't
did-
see his feet, obviously. Oh, they don't always
don't?
have fawn feet. It
I was,
depends on
okay,
like.
like, I was like, did I go through the entire Baldur's Gate and not notice that they have that kind of feet?
No. Traditionally they do, but I don't think they do in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Joe's sending you pictures of his lightsaber.
I'll have to check later, dude. It's currently behind me being used as a camera, so I can't actually check my phone. Sorry, buddy, but I will check after the stream. but I want to hold it in my hand.
Oh my god.
What? It's
Aggressive.
a lightsaber, woman.
I was gonna like start talking about.
Have you guys seen
lightsabers.
those? The actual talking about lightsabers. Have you seen those ones that actually like come up, like they actually extend automatically? Oh, would you
Like,
get out of
it's-
the gutter?
Ben, I don't know if those are lightsabers. I don't know what you're looking at.
You're talking about the kids way, right? It's like the 3 sections or whatever.
Yeah,
Wait, you
nice.
can get lightsabers made for you? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's part of the theme park. I remember you telling me you were going to that, Joe.
Isn't
Yeah, you can make a custom lightsaber pretty much.
isn't the color of the lightsaber mean something? I don't
Yeah,
know. I haven't
if
seen
you're
it.
purple, it means you're Samuel L. Jackson. If you're,
Oh,
if
that's
you're
right. Because he
green,
wanted a purple one. He was like, "I want mine purple."
if you're green, then you're a Jedi, and if it's red, you're a Sith, I guess.
Well, since like, initially I thought like you only had like one, you can only customize that by color. But now that they've done all these cool different lightsabers, like I think what's it called? It's called Swallow has like the cool claymore looking saber. So
Oh,
Oh yeah, he
you mean
does
the
red,
black
right?
sword?
I don't know what you call it. It's like the
Black-
4 prongs was called hilt or whatever.
Mm.
Now I'm just like thinking,
yeah.
and they also have
Yes, like
the bow staff or whatever. It kind of makes me think, is like, what lightsaber would I want, right?
You can definitely get any color now.
Yeah,
But
but it's
How
like,
dare they?
Star Wars lore, I have no idea what they
it's like,
actually
would you have like a claymore looking lightsaber?
Wow.
What
Can't get
about
a
like a
pink
double
lightsaber. Jeez.
Could you get like a blue lightsaber because you're like the rave Jedi?
Oh yeah, it just flashes. Strobe light.
It's a strobe lightsaber. Works.
That would be actually pretty advantageous, right? Distract the enemies.
I thought it was just to look cool.
Except for it, like when it turns off as someone's about to strike, and you're like, no. Not through.
Oh, you know what would be kind of cool? It's like, what if they got one of those, Amber, like the Kasari Gamas or whatever? The scythe that you can throw or whatever?
Potentially.
The what?
How do I spell that?
Sack.
That's you.
It's like, it looks like a ninja-looking weapon that is like a scythe that you can throw or whatever. It's like, what if they had like creative lightsabers like that?
Oh, that you
Like
can
they
throw
expand
them,
upon like the different weapons that could be turned into like a lightsaber.
I don't know.
You know
Yeah,
what?
why does Ben Swallow have a different one as well? Like, why is his like a? Isn't his like a cross?
Yeah, it's a cross. I think that's kind of cool. Like it expands like the the imagination of what they.
I mean, he's the best character. Just saying.
Yeah, because he's so muscly.
Is there a reason that he looks like that, or is it just like an aesthetic thing?
I think he just designed it that way.
He made it.
He's just lame and made it that way.
It's made for merchandise, okay?
Probably, actually.
I'm gonna buy another lightsaber.
If I was a Jedi Master, you could give me a lightsaber that looks like scissors.
I was gonna say a lollipop would be cool.
Yeah.
But it has to be pink. Oh, he made his own lightsaber.
Yeah.
What a nerd. He's like, I've got to make mine look cooler than everyone else's.
Well, it kind of makes sense because is it called a hilt or whatever the area is where you're supposed to stop a blade from cutting your hand? All the other blades, Jedi blades, don't have that.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a smart.
It actually makes sense. It's actually kind of smart.
And
yeah, I think there was like someone that like made a point that if lightsaber was a real thing, the most ideal fighting style would be fencing, because it relies on just like one-touch kills or something.
Weird.
Because like the moment that you hit their hand, then you're just dead, right? As a Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, hey Dave. Dave's in the chat.
Dave.
What? It's all happening, guys. We
Hi,
made it.
Dave.
We got 2 people.
This is the most people we've ever had.
This is epic.
Oh my God.
Shout out to
Dave.
Dave. Show.
What would your lightsaber look like, Dave? Tell us in the
Good question.
comments. Like you'd pick like green. I don't know
Don't
why
forget
I'm
to
sensing
and
like.
subscribe, guys. Just a heads up.
Oh, your camera angle flipped. I just noticed.
Oh, what
Interesting.
happened there?
I don't know.
He
phone
Ben deleted himself. Rip.
Oh no, I think my phone just died.
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
we're going viral too. God damn it.
I know. Just when everyone was kicking in.
I will say it's like I do have a time limit, as my pen is going to run out of batteries.
Oh, really? Oh god,
Yeah.
everyone's falling apart.
Annoyingly,
Well,
I
not
did
now.
have mine on, so on charge.
No
but yet
grey lightsabers, Dave.
no,
Grey is
don't
not
worry.
allowed. That's
Yeah,
just white.
I reckon they could have like. Is a lightsaber just already a rapier? Isn't that what it
Just a
already
stick.
is?
It's just a
Yeah,
stick.
because it's just like a single needle, isn't it?
I don't know. Kev would have a
Just
purple
going
light one.
to-
They should make like lightsaber axes or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Lightsaber? But why?
Actually, they kind
I know.
of do, right? They did it in the what's it called the game. What's it called?
Oh my god, Dave is gonna cancel me. No grey. Get grey out of here.
Yeah, in my world, gray is not a color.
Lost Amber. Amber go.
Me?
Yeah,
You lost me?
Yeah.
I'm like having a sneaking suspicion. It's like Ben's just messing up his. It was like
I see
Oh,
the screen on.
I'm missing everything at the moment. Oh, there we go. Okay. I found Amber.
Hello. I was
Hi.
lost. Hi.
All right. Delete that. Where's Kev gone?
where did I go?
Kev is no longer with us.
There he is.
Yeah, I was going to check. It's like it wasn't on my end, is it?
No,
It's
it was
bad.
mine. It's because my camera dropped out, so the layout all updated. All right, there we go. I can't get mine on, but it's all good. Mine wasn't that interesting anyway.
I appreciate looking at Ben's back muscles.
Yeah, I was pretty much covering the whole thing, right? Wasn't it?
It was kind of motivating us, those muscles on your back. How can we paint without them?
I think it's an illusion of the light because there's nothing there. I don't know what muscle you're talking about.
Damn, those back muscles are so reminiscent of Atlas's.
I got one of those t-shirts that make you look like you're jacked when you're not. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
By the way, we still haven't picked a magic knight to say.
Well,
You guys
Dave's
are
here.
impossible to plan with, by the way. Just a heads up.
What? What was that?
So you guys are impossible to make plans with. It's like, hey, let's do something. Do something. Do something.
Kev's impossible. Kev will not know about the plan until it's too late. Like with
Yeah.
Fortress, he's like, hey, let's do this.
Let's do
Damn
it.
it, Kev. Oh, funny.
Just set in motion. It seemed that would go.
I'll just pick a date and post it, and then you just have to go.
Okay.
We're in the city next week, right? Unfortunately.
Next week, we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, don't we go back in December? Oh, sorry, the week after.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like,
Sorry,
that's
my
a
brain.
very short month.
No. The week after on a Friday. Wait. demon go back on a Friday, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
We can ask later. We can ask later.
We'll pick a day.
You know, it's funny. You still can't. I don't know how to actually tell how many people are viewing without actually looking up on YouTube. It's a bit annoying.
It's probably something that we don't need to worry about for a while.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We should pay attention to the chat more, it seems.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if the guys are still there, but that was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Is this wrapping up time?
Yeah, we can wrap up. Let me see.
We need to make like one of those, those Bear and Big Blue House where at the end they have like the
Outro.
Yeah.
Like a cringy outro.
Be real. How much of the Moon song do you remember?
All of it, but I'm not gonna sing it.
I feel like I remember one part was like, I'm the bear and I'm the moon and I'm the bear in the big blue house or whatever.
I bet Ben's like, what the fuck?
Ben's like, get that shit out of here. I'm all about the Teletubbies.
All right, you guys can
Or
sing
whatever.
it.
We're not singing.
I'm more of a
Unless you want to sing our outro.
Outro for us.
You can be like, I'm Ben, this is Kev, this is Erica.
We need a linguistic, need a linguistically.
I was gonna say one thing, Kev. I don't know if you guys saw that stream that I was on the other day, but in the comments, someone wrote Big Ben, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Kev would have a field day with that.
I mean, come on.
You gotta have a pen name that catches on.
Big Boy Ben.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Too funny, that. I was like, that's
Stop trying to fight your future, Ben.
Yes.
Although to be fair, I did call you B-Boy Ben.
Sorry?
I thought I called you B-Boy Ben.
Now that it was Big Boy Ben or something.
I don't know if that was my influence as well.
Either way, it's too much. It's too much.
Nah, it's good. BBB.
Oh dear. Well, I tell you what, I'm definitely excited about March next year. We better be able to register. Are you going to join us, Kev?
Hmm?
Do you want to join the art mentorship?
Oh, is this like the Aura's painting group? Or something?
No.
It's with actual magic artists and stuff. We're going to actually do it.
Oh. How much
like
is
the
it?
classes they run? I can't remember how much it is actually, but it's probably pricey, right? It depends on the person, like who you get.
Yeah. I was going to say, so you guys signed up, but you didn't check the price?
There's no price at the moment. It hasn't been listed, but I'm going to guess about 5K, I think. Hopefully.
Well, it depends on who you get, right? I feel like some people will be cheaper than others.
Yeah, that's definitely probably the case. But yeah, I think the cool thing about it though is that it literally puts you in touch with the people you kind of want to work with as clients. So
that it actually gives you the contacts as well. Like they have a guest each time that is a contact in the industry, which is kind of cool. Did you read that, Ben?
Yeah, so it's like you can have someone from Wizards of the Coast sitting in on a session and someone from, I don't know, man, some Sony or EA or something, right? You could just be sitting in on the session and kind of see your work. So that's pretty cool. For me, I think it's just pretty much I want to be able to paint and get better. I'm actually hoping in doing this kind of thing, this huge piece, that it's it's going to be such a trial and error thing that I'll actually learn a fair bit. It's probably going to half
course you
kill
will.
me, but I'll hopefully come away with a lot learned, a lot gained.
You definitely will.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me have a look at the artists. It might have an artist that Kev likes.
I imagine there would be.
Oh, it's a Blender artist. Cool. I'm really bad at gaming illustration and character design is Winona Nelson. That sounds really good. Yeah, I'm surprised you missed that, Ben.
What's
I
that?
didn't realize Winona Nelson was there. He's awesome.
I didn't recognize the name. Now that you say it, I kind of feel like, yeah, I definitely should know it, but it's not coming to me straight away. I think I've been away from Magic for too long. To be honest.
But like her thing is game illustration and character design. Like that sounds fun too. And there's one that's Dungeons and Dragons art. Cool.
That's
He must be
cool.
the artist that does the covers for them.
Yeah, it might be.
That's awesome. Martin Whitfuth. Who are you?
I got that. Do you guys remember me mentioning something about doing like a? It's
Kev might like that artist. Sorry, yeah.
No, it's all good. I was just saying, do you guys remember me mentioning something about like a D&D campaign Warhammer kind of book? I did some work.
Yes, I do vaguely remember that. Yes.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it. And then I was like looking through my Google Drive and I was like, what is this? I was like, oh crap, I did this like ages ago. Anyway, I did some quick Googling and like that campaign comes out sometime next year. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's pretty nutty. It's been such a quiet year for me, so I forget just how busy.
Yeah, you had a crazy year.
Yeah,
Was it last year?
22, yeah, 22 and 21 were pretty insane.
Insane, yeah. Oh, I feel like I know the other artist there too.
I should look that up because yeah, I didn't look too far into it. I just literally went Cynthia Shepherd, David Dan Santos, done. I was like, done. I didn't even look.
Yeah. Oh, there's a really good oil painter on here too.
Mm-hmm.
The Greg Manchus. I feel like I know that name. I'm just like Googling all of them.
Do it.
Oh, that dude's awesome. Wow,
Yeah,
those colors are insane.
There must be some obviously lots of awesome artists there.
I'll just paste the work of some of them, shall I?
Should probably actually ask Ara as well. She might even be interested.
If it's traditional. Actually, no, she does digital too.
Sorry?
I was just thinking, I was about to say, if they're traditional, but then she does digital as well.
No, I think you can do whatever you want. You can do digital or traditional.
Well, I just noticed that some of them, like that one dude I just sent, is an oil painter, so I assume that's what he would teach you.
Okay, so that's specific to it. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I've never seen this person's art. They all seem like traditional artists, actually. This guy's an oil painter as well.
I bet you they just do both. Like, I think when it comes to like working in entertainment, you got to be able to be quick. So digital would obviously be a big help.
I'm surprised you don't want to do the comic book cover one.
Comic book one?
Mm-hmm.
There's a comic book one?
Yep. It says Greg Manchus and Scott Fisher teach comic covers and dynamic storytelling.
Oh, I did not see that.
I think he may actually do, like, look at this Batman. I'm going to send you Batman. These are really cool. Is this Batman? This is a really cool artwork.
Is this on Discord? Are you sending it to me?
Yeah. That's Batman, right?
I don't have access to it at the moment. Oh, wait, I do actually.
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't. No.
I
you're
feel
good,
bad.
you're good.
I think we should end the stream. I feel like we're just talking and I'm not doing anything.
We're just having a
Right.
chat.
Yeah,
Just in the chat.
let's just.
All right. Well, let's just call it for tonight. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anyone's still around.
Yeah.
Dave
Or you two join, I think.
and Joe are. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Might catch you
Peace.
next time.
And this is
And,
You're not
see
singing.
you next stream.
Oh, he's still here. Bye, Joe. He's
See
our
you,
biggest
Joe.
fan.
Goodbye.
Love you,
We can give him
Joe.
a badge. Can't you give people badges, or is that only on Twitch?
I can star him.
Yeah, Star Joe.
What does that
Star
do?
me.
Oh, I can bring up his chat. LOL. Look at that. Joe, you're in the chat. You're on the screen.
He's like, bye. Make him the most important. Make him an MVP.
Goodbye.
Bye, Joe.
Oh, no. I'm out of here.
Bye, Joe.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Letters.